All right, but now we'll move on to another game. This is a game I wanted to play because I thought it was interesting. I thought it was interesting. I didn't think it was like. So this is not. There are no surprising players on this top 5 plus minus. Though the uninitiated, plus minus is basically how the NBA values players. It takes the offensive rating minus the defensive rating. So if you have really good offense and really good defense, you'll get a really big number. So this takes the top 5 in the NBA, granted, that have played at least 50 games this season. So I narrowed it down to at least 50 games this season, and they're starters. They're not bench players, because bench players can get a little inflated because of how much their minutes are displayed and stuff. So only starters.
Clarkson.
Yeah. I think it counts. It counts like guys like Jordan Clarkson but 50 games. So guys who play more than, I think it was more than like 25 minutes.
Okay.
So 20, 25 minutes. So
yeah, so it's going to be, someone who's really good offensively and really good defensively.
So we can try. You want to guess, you can just throw out guesses, and I'll not throw them out. But you don't need to guess 1 through 5. You just need to guess the top 5.
Okay, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
He is 7. He's the 7th.
What the hell?
He's number 7. It's kind of crazy, but
Mikal Bridges
is number 3. Ding, ding, ding,
My
ding.
dog.
He's on there. He got one. Second guess.
Yeah, he's legit, man.
Yeah, he's 3. It was crazy because when we get in there, I was thinking about him and another guy that was on this list, and I was comparing them. And I was like, oh, maybe he does deserve Defensive Player of the Year.
Damn. Yeah, that's legit, man. Mikal Bridges having such a great season. Chris Paul.
Chris Paul is number 4.
Oh,
yeah, these guys. This one's kind of obvious. Like next time we do,
I'm kind of feeling the theme here is the Phoenix Suns. So I'm gonna go ahead and guess Devin Booker.
Oh yeah, he's number 5.
Oh man, crazy. They're right there, 3, 4, 5.
3, 4,
yeah,
5.
I think the Phoenix Suns are winning the championship this year.
Kind of have to. I mean,
oh my god, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, those 3 guys and DeAndre Ayton and the deep bench with Jay Crowder. And a rejuvenized Bismack Biyombo.
Yeah.
And Cam Johnson. Oh my god. Crazy. All right. So I've guessed 3 of them so far in the top 5.
3 for 5. So
they're all
Bridges, Paul, and
Phoenix
Booker. You're missing 1 and 2. Yeah.
Okay. So someone good.
There are no more Suns. I'll give you that.
There's no more Suns.
No more Suns on this top 5 list.
Kyle Lowry.
Kyle Lowry is not on here.
The fuck, Kyle?
I know Kyle. Maybe in the Raptors he would have been.
MVP candidate Jason Tatum
is number 1. He's the highest plus minus for players of this criteria. He's playing really well lately too.
Like the NBA. They started their narrative too early that like he wasn't allowed to have a running, but he deserves a shot at MVP. Especially, dude, if they get the number 1 seed, fucking give it to him.
Yeah, like that rockets him in there. Like he's obviously a huge part of that. Just for plus minus alone, like if that doesn't get you a MVP nod, I don't know what will in this league. Besides a good story, I guess.
Besides a good story.
All right, 2. Who is number 2?
Well, I don't know if he's a good enough defender for this, but Nikola Jokic?
He is not. He's not the plus minus god. I think it's kind of just because everyone else on the Nuggets, they're struggling with like defense. But I think that's what carries his what lifts his defensive rating.
Gotcha. How about Steph Curry?
He's number 2. You guessed them all. Look at that. That's
Steph
insane.
Curry's number 2.
Steph Curry's number 2. His defense has been pretty good this year. His offense is always really good. His rating's always. But what made his plus minus?
I was just trying to get that guess out of the way. I thought it was going to be maybe someone surprising.
No, like no one's surprising. Tatum, Curry, Bridges, Paul, and Booker. You know who 6 and 8 were? Those guesses. They're both Celtics.
Okay, so did I say Tatum was one of them, or he was
Tatum
1?
Was number 1.
So Brown must be 6, or Robert Williams is 6, and Jaylen Brown's 8.
Brown is 6. Smart is 8. Smart's really had a
Good.
turnaround.
Smart's had a real good turnaround season. Last year and the beginning of this season had us questioning if this was the new Marcus Smart that we were seeing, but
Yeah.
Old Marcus Smart's back. And this team,
And he kept his skills from last year too. His offense is still holding up.
Clearly was a great idea to hire Ime Udoka as their head coach.
Yeah, that was the one I told you. That was my favorite this year, aside from Rick Carlisle, but we haven't really gotten to see that. I don't think it's fair to say Rick Carlisle was a bust of a. I think they just went in.
Yeah, it's too early. I think we just got confirmation that the Indiana Pacers roster was mediocre at best, and everyone knew that except for the Indiana Pacer front office.
Right. They made the choice, and I thought it was the right choice that they didn't want to get stuck in limbo for a few years, like the Kemba Walker.
Yeah, I mean they already were stuck in limbo for years. They finally ripped the Band-Aid. God, dang.
Good for them.
Hey guys, be sure to like and subscribe this video if you loved it, and give us a hateful comment if you did not like it, since they got rid of the dislike feature on YouTube.